Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, after taking 2 of 3 against the Boston Red Sox, the Jays now head out to New York to face 3 games against the Yankees. So let's sim the first 2 games, then get into Game 3. For Game 1, Jays win 3-1. For the Jays bats, they score 3 runs and 6 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 11 times. Harper, Santander, Yelich hit doubles. Harper hits a home run. Harper and Yelich get the RBIs. And for the pitching, Bowden Francis gets his 8th win of the season. Mason Miller gets his 40th save. As a team, they gave up 1 run on 6 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 7. For Game 2, Jays win 6-0. For the Jays bats, they give up 6 runs on 14 hits, 1 walk, and strike out 12 times. Santander, Varsho, Fry get home runs. Lucas, Santander, Varsho, Fry, and Clement get the RBIs. Moreno gets the stolen base. And for the pitching, Brian Wu gets his 6th win of the season. And as a team, they give up 0 runs on 1 hit, 1 walk, and strike out 7. So for Game 3, Jays go for the series sweep as they send Garrett Cole to the mound to go up against Lewis Heel. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, anytime there's a chance for the Brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. All right, just about ready for baseball. And our starting pitcher here today, Luis Heel. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
That misses. Ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Thomas makes the grab, 1 down. Here comes Bryce Harper. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 outs, base is empty. Anthony Santander at the plate. Chases the changeup in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Whips it across. And that is the inning. Back here in New York and on the hill, Garrett Cole.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Siggy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
So digging in, Jorby Bebos. There's the swing and a miss.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third.
Two down, base is empty. And now it's Josh Naylor. Ground ball right side. Jimenez handles, throws to first, and the Yanks go quietly. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's Christian Yelich. And foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out. Here's the third baseman, David Fry. Line drive. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Outside,
just off the outside edge. Fry leads off first with one away. And a swing and a miss. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Got him looking. That pays his 3rd of the game. And here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. That one down the line, and it stays fair. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the field.
They take the force out, and that is the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And Singy, we already know he's going to finish the season with a new career high in home runs. The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's their first base runner of the game. Austin Wells digs in now.
Yankees, the catcher, Austin Wells.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No score here in the second. Down the left field line. Could be extra bases. Jazz around second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I really like the approach to that swing. That was a good changeup on the corner, but he recognized it early, did get jumpy, and just smacked it to the opposite field.
Base runners at second and third here. No outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
3-2 now. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. One runs in. In there safely. And they lead by 2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Runner takes off in the dirt. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Dominguez at second with nobody out. On the ground right side. Jimenez throw to first. That's one out the bottom of the second. And next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense. If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit.
Cut on and lifted in the air. He's got it. Runner tags from third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. New inning getting started, and stepping in is the speedy Mason Wynn. That's to third. Bebus tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
The right fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Bryce
2 outs, base is empty. And now Bryce Harper. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike.
That's ball 3.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Back in the Bronx. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Oswald Peraza. More numbers retired and more world championships than any other franchise. The impact the Yankees have had on baseball, really second to none. And you come here to this yard and it's all on display. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
They've done well to win. They've done well to produce great players, great leaders. This is a city that expects nothing less than the very best in terms of they expect to see champions, and that's what they've gotten for the most part.
And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that will fall. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed.
Runner on the goal. This one in the dirt. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. And now a man into scoring position. And that one hammered way back there. Boom goes the dynamite. He made him pay for that one. 3rd home run of the season. It's 4-0. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That's down and in. A slider missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And that wasn't even close. Ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
The batter, number 13.
Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
And a pitch.
Two to count.
In the dirt. And now the count filled up 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The catcher, number 28.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Wells.
Two outs. Got it. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Back in New York as we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Jays, Anthony Santander. And that's in the dirt. And the count's even at 2. Fastball is outside.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now, Christian Yelich. That one fouled off. Stays alive. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. David Fry next up for the Blue Jays.
David Fry.
Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit."
High fly ball out to center field. Doyle. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back now in the Bronx. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez.
These Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Right fielder,
Alec Thomas now.
Thomas.
There's a swing and a drive. That's skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you what, it's not easy to do.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Thomas on at second with 2 down. In the air, left field. Santander in pursuit. And that's the 3rd out. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Gabriel Moreno. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swung on, belted. Back there. That's long gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 13th home run of the season. It's 4-1. Here's Andres Jimenez. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In the dirt, now 2-2.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
So critical to keep an eye on the pitch count this time of the year. Guys can start to run on fumes a little bit. Mechanics can drop off. And we know they need him to be fresh and ready for big innings in October.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays.
Shortstop Mason Wynn.
1 down, base is empty. And that is out of play. Yankees up by 3. Swing and a miss. Struck him out with number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Right fielder,
back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Dominguez makes the catch, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark.
For the Yankees,
we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And that's too high. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitch.
So a young arm coming on now out of the pen, Ricky Tiedemann.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
So up next, Jorbeat B-Boss. Nobody out, runner at first. That's down and in.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody
The
out.
first baseman, number 22.
Here's Josh Naylor. Ground ball right side. Sneaks through. Base hit. Headed for the plate. They'll throw in. Safe. He beats the tag. It's 5-1. Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And a foul ball. Very high with that one. And the count is even 2-2. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a
The
glove,
catcher,
but you will
number
get some
28.
high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Slider got him for strike 3. So 2
The
down
left
now,
fielder,
and here
24.
is Jason Dominguez. Traffic on the bases with one already in. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 on, 2 outs. Up the middle. They get the force. They limit the damage here.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back,
New York Yankees.
and they make a change to start the 6th.
Number 40.
The new pitcher, Tyler.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Bryce Harper to the
Leading off for
plate.
the Blue Jays, the first baseman, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Hit on the ground to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out. And now the big-time
The
power
left
threat,
fielder, number
Anthony
25,
Santander.
Anthony Santander.
And a swing and a miss there.
Clearly he was sitting on a
1 ball,
fastball right
2
there and
strikes.
just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That
2
missed by a
balls,
lot.
2
2 and
strikes.
2.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
That
Thank
one
you.
missed. 1 out, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Here comes Christian Yelich.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Christian Yelich.
Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Line to left. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Showed some really nice patience in that
The
at bat.
third baseman,
Worked himself
number
into
6,
a good count.
David
Nice job of driving that
Fry.
pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that'll do it.
Let me start by saying, which one of y'all are ready to put in that work? Yeah, buddy, stop playing.
Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Alec Thomas. Hard hit, right side. Jimenez, throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Now
and up next for New York, Ben Rice. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Now batting,
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees.
Peraza.
2 down, nobody on. Ground ball, left side. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Jeff Hoffman.
Number 26.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times
Jeff
this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Dalton Varsho getting ready to
the
hit.
Center fielder, number 5, Dalton Varsho.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
14,
Gabriel Moreno, the next to hit. The Blue Jays down by 4 here in the top half of inning number 7. The 1-1 is fouled off. That one just misses.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And it's filled up. Swings through it for the K. Gassed it right by him. So digging in, Andres Jimenez. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just missed. That one ripped. And it one-hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. The relay throw. And he's there with a double.
The batter, number 1.
So runner at second,
Mason
2 down. Mason Wynn next up for the Blue Jays. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Ripped on a line. Nabs it, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Brenton
the
Doyle.
center fielder, Brenton Doyle.
The 1-1. Just
Nope,
missed.
that's the ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2. He dives, but he can't make the catch. He can't make it back to the bag in time, and they can't get the out.
That's one of those you classify as just too hard to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And 1-2. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Up next for the
2 down,
Yankees.
bases empty.
The first baseman,
Josh Naylor stepping in now for the Yankees.
Naylor.
Next offering is downstairs. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Starting to go after it. Now a look down to third, and he went around, says Ricky Holiday. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Into the game.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Back to the top of the order now. And now the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. Here's a 1-1. They say you win. Cousins, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. The Yanks leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control and command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
25, Anthony Santander.
As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Rip to third. Zips it to first, and the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Ball 2.
And that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the king.
He's in there. Battling here as he fouls it away. That's towards center. Varsho. And it's caught for the out. So up next, Jason Dominguez. And it's fouled away. 1 out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup. So 2 down now, and here is Alec Thomas. The 3-1. The other way. To first.
Out.
And that ends the inning. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now it'll be Christian Yelich. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Thomas moving back. And forget it. His 28th home run of the season. It's 5-2.
Now pitching for
Evan
the
Phillips
Yankees,
comes on trying to close it
number
out.
59.
I can't imagine any save is an
Evan.
easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Down to third baseman, David Fry. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and misses. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
The center field
Dalton
number
Varsho
5,
next up for the
Dalton
Blue Jays.
Varsho.
Ball inside.
Next
Ball
offering
three.
upstairs.
3 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the ninth. Got him swinging. And they're down to their last out. Gabriel Moreno now at the plate.
Gabriel Moreno.
On the ground, and this should do it. Peraza. Roll off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Now that.
And the batter now, Andres Jimenez. And a 1-1.
Ball, that's off the plate.
He swings and fouls one off. One strike away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Out to shallow center. He's got it. Ball game. The Yankees salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
Well, the Jays couldn't complete the sweep, but they did walk away with the series win. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they scored 2 runs on 7 hits, 0 walks, and strike out 14 times. Santander, Jimenez, Yelich hit doubles. Moreno, Yelich hit home runs. Moreno and Yelich got the RBIs. And for the pitching, Garrett Cole gets its 11th loss of the season. At the team, they give up 5 runs on 9 hits, 2 walks, and strike out 10. And with the series win, the Jays record now sits at 88-71. Now sit 3 games back out of the American League East. And still hold on to the top wildcard spot. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next series as the Jays end the season with 3 games against the White Sox.